Leviticus 19:17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Because we got a lot of that going on in the community, wouldn't you agree? Hatred of our brother. What's hating our brother? Hold that and go to Exodus chapter 20. Exodus chapter 20. Hey. Exodus chapter 20. Give me verse, what I want, 15. 14. So we say, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Them your children. All right, you married? How long you been married? 12 years? That's good. You teaching your children the laws and commandments? Are you sure? Because hatred, hey, you got some young men in there, right? Do they got girlfriends?
They might not have told me that.
All right, hold that and go to Hebrews 13. Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4. Hey, I'm gonna read this to you young men because girlfriend and boyfriend is not in the Bible.
Right.
That's something you're not supposed to be doing. You understand? That's called fornication. Read this.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
God said marriage is honorable. You are supposed to be being raised up as men of God, learning God's commandments before you take a woman. And if before you take that woman, you have to be learning and seeing if this is the type of woman that you can grow old with, because marriage is forever. Read it again.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
Because we have girlfriends because we want to fulfill our lust. We want to kiss them and lay down with them. God said, no, you can't be lusting after no woman. Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
God said, I'm going to judge you if you a whoremonger. If you like jumping around from woman to woman, I'm going to give you AIDS. I'm going to give you herpes. I'm going to put you on child support. God said, if you like being a whoremonger and an adulterer is a man who likes to be with different men or women or animals outside of his marriage. You understand? Go back.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 14. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
See, that is loving your brother like you love yourself. Because if I love you like I love myself, why would I want to lay down with your wife and destroy your family? But we got a lot of that going on in our communities. That's why our communities is shambles. That's
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
because us as men can't keep the Johnson in your pants. Am I right or wrong? Right? That's loving your brother, loving your neighbor. Get that in the bit. What you got? Read that.
1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 14. I would therefore that the younger women marry.
God said he would prefer that our young women get married, not be whores. He would prefer our young women get married, not be taken advantage of by some old smooth-mouthed young Negro. Read it again.
I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children.
So that's what you want, like him. He got with his wife and made children. Now he got a family, something to be proud of. He got his own kingdom at home. Read.
Guide the house.
The women need to guide the house. A woman is not supposed to be the head of the house. She's supposed to be teaching young men and young women that's under the house how to be godly. Read.
Give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
She ain't supposed to give no occasion to anybody outside of the house to speak wickedly about her, what's going on in her house. She's supposed to educate her children well enough that when they step out the house, they're not an embarrassment to the family. You understand? That's what a righteous wife would do. And that's the type of woman you need to look for. Don't just get with a woman because she look good in the face and she got a thin waist. Because just because she look good in the face and got a thin waist, she might be jumping from house to house and you don't even know it. and she might have a STD that you don't know nothing about. And she ain't gonna tell you because she's looking to get with you and lust after you as well. You understand, young man? Marriage is honorable. And the bed is undefiled. Whoremonger, the daughter of God said, I'm going to judge that. You don't want the judgment of God. Because even if you live this life as a whoremonger and never get judged, when Christ come back and wake you up, he then going to judge you with eternal damnation. You understand? Y'all understand? Little sister, you listening? You got a little boyfriend? You do? That's not godly. All right? You need to wait for a husband, a man that's going to take care of you. You understand? Yeah, get that. Listen what God called women that keep having boyfriends.
Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
Did you know that was in the Bible? God said he don't want his daughters to be whores.
Right.
Being a whore means you dealing with different men. You know the difference between, can you tell the difference between these good girls today and whores? Can you tell the difference? How? Because I can't. Because when I see them, they all dress the same. There's no difference in the attire that they wear. Right? They all got on tight clothes and you can see parts of their body that you ain't supposed to see. That's why I go to 1 Timothy 2. That's why God tell you, little sister, to do this. And these are the things you're supposed to be teaching your wife and your daughter. That's why you got to learn. That's why you got to get with the men, learn this Bible so you can teach your family God's ways and not the ways that we think is right. Read.
1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, let women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
God said our women, they need to adorn themselves in modest apparel. Little sister, do you know that you are a princess on this earth? Do a princess wear pants? They don't wear pants. Do they wear biker tights? They don't wear that. You know what I'm saying? Do they wear halter tops? They don't wear that. God said his princesses need to adorn themselves. You know what that word adorn means? That means make yourself more beautiful in modest apparel. Make yourself more beautiful by wearing clothes that don't reveal your body.
Right.
Because when you get with a man that only wants you for your body, he ain't gonna be no good man for you. You want a man that loves the way that you think, loves your actions, the things you display, the way your spirit is. That's what you want. You don't want no man to want you just because you cute and you got a big butt.
Bring it out.
Well, yeah, Toby. Give me that, Toby. How you doing, sis? I know you was already trying to roll on. You want to hear some more? All praise to the Most High. So go, matter of fact, you got it. Go to Titus 2. Give me that. So we want to marry our women and we want to teach them. As the head of the house, you're supposed to teach. Do you know that our sisters are not supposed to be leading us in the church? What's why I need a Bible problem? She thinks she can do it, but she's supposed to be a person. She's supposed to be somebody of the cloth, right? Read that.
Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers.
So our aged women, they need to not be false accusers. Right. A false accuser. You know, tale-bearing. All of those things. God said our women don't need to be caught up in that. Read.
Holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine.
And they ain't supposed to be turned up at the club drunk, not giving to much wine. It's not a sin to have a drink, but it is a sin to get turned up and wilding out at the club drunk. Read.
Not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
They supposed to teach good things, but let's see who are they supposed to teach.
That they may teach the young women to be sober.
They're supposed to teach young women to be sober. Teach a young woman how to have class about herself. If you're gonna sip something politely, you know what I'm saying, keep your chastity. Read.
To love their husbands, to love their children.
These women nowadays have to be taught how to love a husband. They have to be. Because when all they got to learn from is television, real wives of Hollywood, Orlando, you know what I'm saying? Real basketball wives. If that's who teaching our women, what is our community gonna look like?
Right.
If them the women that's teaching our sisters, these young men, they ain't got nothing to look for in a wife.
Bring it out.
Headed to destruction.
They headed to destruction because our women, if we go out that day, is trash. We don't want our women to be that way no more. We want y'all to disconnect from television and connect to the Bible.
That's
right. Read.
To be discreet, chaste.
Be discreet and chaste. Don't be all the time. Your girlfriend ain't gotta know everything that go on in your house with your husband.
Right.
Be discreet. If you and your husband have an issue, talk with your husband about the issue. If you have a trusted friend that you get good counsel from, okay, talk to her.
Teach her.
But everybody in the community don't need to know what's going on with me and my husband and my personal business. Because that way people get a chance to speak reproachfully of your house.
Right.
Read.
Keepers at home.
I say stay your butt where?
At home.
I say stay at home.
Right.
Quit going to the club. Hey, stop. God says stay at home. Read.
Obedient to their own husband.
That's a kryptonite to a black woman. When you say obedience, and if they had a rock with obedience on it, and you put it in a black woman's face, you're gonna be like, oh. Obedience to a Negro? God said, yes. That was your foremothers Eve's problem. That's why sin entered the world, because she was not obedient to the laws her husband gave her, and she went after what another man told her.
That's right.
That's why we die today.
That's right.
So woman, be obedient. Matter of fact, go to Genesis 3:16.
Bring it out.
Read that.
Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow.
That's why you have pain when your baby comes. God said, I'm going to greatly multiply your sorrow.
And thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
God said, I'm going to be about to kill you before you bring a child in this world. You're going to have sorrow in your conception. Why?
And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
Because your desire to your husband. Why is you going after what the other man saying? Your desire to your husband.
Right.
But watch what God say.
And he shall rule over thee.
Obedience to me. Obedience to me. God said you're going to be obedient to your husband. Go back. Read it again.
To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands.
You have to be obedient, and you have to humble yourself to your husband and the things that he's talking about in this hour. If you have a husband that struggles with drugs, pray for the man. Try to deal with him, love him through that. And if he can't, just repent from being a drug addict. We're not telling you to stay in an abusive relationship.
Right.
We're not going to tell you to be with somebody who's down about to kill you every day. But if he's a godly man, if he's willing to repent, willing to change from his wicked way, love him, nurture him.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word,